Meanwhile, Ramon Abbas, the self-confessed international fraudster, better known as Hush Puppy, will be sentenced in October. That's according to U.S. Attorney's Office at the Central District of California. A U.S. court has also confirmed that a directive was issued to the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation for the arrest of Nigerian top detective Abba Kyari. Now, the court's Director of Media Relations says the U.S. magistrate judge has issued arrest warrants for the defendants in the case, including Kyari. Although the accused dismissed the allegations, an investigation by the FBI claims the detective collaborated with Hush Puppy to facilitate the arrest of Vincent Chibuzo. And joining us on this development is a Nigerian lawyer, Monday Ubani. Good to have you on Newsday, Barrister. So from a legal perspective, is Abba Kyari's recommendation for suspension on the FBI probe in order, you think?
I am very sorry that I'm not hearing you guys very loud, but I know it is about Abba Kyari's matter we are discussing at this point in time. I'm sure also you are asking about the suspension that is recommended by the Inspector General of Police. What is clearly the effect? Remember that recently there was this indictment record from the court from America indicting Abba Kyari as one who participated alongside with Hush Puppy in the crime that he's alleged to have committed. And of course, the IGP made a promise that he's going to review this particular matter. I think they may have reviewed, or they want to still review, and they felt that the best thing to do in this circumstance is to allow what you call unhindered access to the information they will require in order to actually come to a conclusion whether Abba Kyari has committed an alleged crime or not. And in doing that, you need to discipline him by suspending him from office for the meanwhile in order for having access, because access is very key in order to get to the root of the matter. And I think that's what they have done. It's not as if they have probably come to the conclusion that he's guilty of the offense. It's only suspension in order for them to have access to information that is clearly necessary for them to come to the conclusion of whether to hand him over to America or whether to probably try and probably try him here in Nigeria under our own jurisdiction. That is what I think this suspension is all about, not that he has been found guilty by the Nigerian police.
Now,
I was not hearing you. I don't know whether you can be a bit louder, please, on this issue of question.
Okay, so regarding the suspension, is this suspension the most appropriate course of action at the moment, or do you think there should be a much more severe penalty, given the fact that you've said, that it hasn't been concluded as of yet, that investigations are still underway? Do you think this suspension at the moment is more suited for now, or do you think there could have been more stringent penalties?
I think that what the police has done is something that is very rare with regards to how to discipline public officers. You know that most times when there is complaint or allegation against Nigerian public officers, they are not usually suspended, they don't usually resign, or they don't usually give way for unhindered access to certain information that may aid the investigation of the process. So what the Nigerian police has done in the circumstance is not that they have indicted him, it's not that he has been convicted, but they want him to at least stay away from office so that they can have information on a unhindered manner, so that they can come to a conclusion whether the offense is alleged to have committed is clearly right or wrong. And I think that that is the appropriate thing to me for them to do at this point in time. He has not been convicted. There is no trial yet. But putting him aside, from office means that they want to have access to certain information, basic information, for proper investigation and arriving at a decision, because they say they want to review. What will you review if you don't have access to information? So I think that what they have done is the appropriate thing first and foremost, which we should be doing, going now or forward from in our public service. If anyone is alleged to have committed a crime, even though you have not found that person guilty or liable, the best thing is for that person to be put away for the meantime in order to have unhindered access to very vital information that may aid you in your investigation to arrive at a conclusion whether he has committed that offense or not. So suspension at this juncture is, to me, it doesn't look inappropriate.
All right, Mr. Ubani. Now, it is widely suggested Mr. Kyari further incriminated himself allegedly based on purported comments he made on social media regarding his relationship with Ramon Abbas, that's Hush Puppy. And there are also pictures of him on social media circulating him cavorting with people of questionable, means of income. So what do you have to say to that?
Yeah, these are issues, that actually will be clearly discovered by proper investigation. That hasty statement he made in the social media, I learned that he has pulled it down. Of course, he has already said it out. He agreed that he had a relationship with Hush Puppy. He agreed that Hush Puppy gave him an information that he should arrest certain persons for, according to him, there was allegation against threat to life to the family members of Hush Puppy. So he now investigated and discovered that there was no such threat. And I think that if you find out that somebody has given police a wrong information, the proper thing to do is to arrest that individual because he has given police false information, but he never did. And according to him, he now had to enter into a contract relationship of sewing a cloth and buying a car for him and all that. So this information are things that the police will carefully now put together based upon the document that has come from the court from America in order to find out whether this offense is clearly indictable, for which they can now take a decision. Are we going to try him here in Nigeria under our jurisdiction because we have a law that says if a crime is committed in a certain area, it should be tried there? Or are they going to hand him over if they feel that it's going to be a diplomatic role, if they fail to hand this young man over to America? They have to weigh all the options. America may get angry if this guy is not handed over to them, or America can say, okay, go ahead and try him and let us watch whether you can allow your law to take its full force concerning this allegation and all that. So these are things they need to find out. He has put up all this information. For the fact that somebody get associated with a criminal may not necessarily make him a criminal. It's only when you do an investigation and discover the culpability or any act or omission he has committed in the act of the crime that is alleged to be committed by those socialites. So that's when you can hold him liable. For associating with Hush Puppy or whoever he's alleged to have associated with does not make him a criminal, only when it is found that he also participates in the criminality of those people we associate with. That is when it becomes a big trouble for him. And so I think that information he put out was a bit hasty, but I think the police have a right now to go into all that detail and find out whether all the thing that is alleged to have committed is actually the truth or is a lie concerning this particular matter that has just happened.
Absolutely. It will be interesting to sort of see how things pan out eventually.